Autistic support needs levels versus labels. Let's talk about it. To start, support needs are a broad term to define what supports autistic folks may need, not only to support daily life, activities, socialization, and more, but to thrive as individuals. Now, from a diagnostic view, support needs are categorized in the DSM-5 by levels. Level 1 requiring support, Level 2 requiring substantial support, Level 3 requiring very substantial support, and the two categories of social communication and restricted repetitive behaviors. Now, this is different from support need labels, which also aren't functioning labels like high or low functioning, but center around the quantified supports of low, medium, and high support needs. Now, some folks use support need labels to refer to their diagnostic levels like 1 or low, 3 or high, some don't. But it's important to differentiate these as support levels are based on specific doctor-diagnosed criteria in two specific areas which can be interpreted with bias, while support labels are self or community-imposed labels that may consider more experiences and vary in different areas. But there's been some recent criticism of support levels and labels from popular low-support autistic folks saying we should get rid of them altogether because they divide us and support problematic functioning labels, which they don't, and understandably this is upsetting a lot of us, especially medium and high support need autistics that rely on these labels for life-saving care. It is fair to say that some of the criteria around levels can be interpreted with a lot of bias, don't capture everything, and shouldn't be required for access to resources, but it's not fair to say support needs and diagnostic labels have no purpose, as they often are used to require access to resources, illustrate the wide spectrum of autism, and identify the most marginalized. Personally, I think a lot of this critique is rooted in low support need folks feeling upset that they are categorized as low or level 1 when they feel their support needs aren't small. But that's not the right way of looking at support needs. They are not compared to autistics, but compared to other autistic folks. Yes, all support needs are valid and should be met, but as someone with low support needs, I have a lot of privilege in the community as someone who is speaking, can work, and doesn't need a caretaker. So please listen to and amplify medium and high support need voices first, friends. Bye.